Alright, this will be part one of many. I am doing this video on just to clear some things up for people because I feel like some people do not have enough information and they are getting the wrong perception of what this is and why it's here and why it's still inflicting so much onto people, and that would be demons, okay, and like having exorcism, possession. That's the word, possession, okay. And there are good and bad forms of possession, which we will get into. But specifically, you know, like I was raised Catholic, so you have this persona or, you know, way of showing that they show you, you know, telling you what a demon is and, you know, how it works, or they supposedly tell you how it works, but they really don't know. But anyways, if you listen to the whole thing, there'll be valid points, but I'm going to give my truth on what demons really are. Points that maybe some people may miss, and going through a wide variety of things. So bear with me, but here is my intuitive message of what a demon is. It is an emotion, okay? It is an emotion. It's a battle of emotions in the mind. And there are two sides to the emotion, to the demon. But the daemon is the emotion. The demon is the motion. So there's the part where there's the emotion, and then there's the part where we put action into it, the will. But everyone can be affected psychologically, so this is a perfectly, you know, it happens within everybody. When you really take a look at psychology and how the body works and functions, there are two halves, okay, and they do work together, and then there's a middle ground. So in essence, we are not looking at the full body and how it works with its environment. Not connected to your higher self, you have a higher chance of full possession or uncontrolled possession. But again, possession can be used in many different ways, and that in the good way essence, you know, possession can be, again, you're taking on this emotion, this idea in creation, and you're, you know, transforming with it. You're transforming something positive from the experience, and it doesn't have to be from something positive to create this. But then you have the other side of it where you're not transmuting it, transfiguring it, and it's like setting fuel to the fire, okay? And that's the part where everybody misses, is finding that balance in between. Not all exorcisms require a form of possession. It can be forms of energy that affect mass amounts of people and or area and spaces. But the demon, okay? The demon, most will tell you, has a form, okay? And it can. But in its basic essence, you are going to feel the emotion, and then it may take form. Some can, some can't. But what I feel and what I know as from my own experience, and, you know, through much research and, you know, looking into, you know, what's really going on, because you can't find an answer in something you don't look into, okay? That it's just not how it works. But so hold on. I've been losing my train of thought all day. So the demon, when it is in its form, there's like an archetype. I don't know how you say it, but like it would be like a universal thing that many people see, have experienced, and will tell you, okay? And most look the same, and then some are able to transfigure and transform, and then some, merge with other spirits, ghosts, whatever the case may be. But your shadow figure, your hat man, the guy with a top hat. There's many other different forms, like the lady, like there's, the succubus, incubus, all different sorts of things. Like shadow elements, okay? And why we have these is because you are breaking psychological barriers. That's in essence what it is. Connecting the higher and lower bodies, but you just don't realize that's what's going on. And you are also not having the reality and dream. So you're in a state of battling dream state and awake state. You can't tell the difference between being awake and being asleep. So, you go through, periods where, you may have worse experiences, and then, they start to dwindle. But anyways, and they can go in spurts. Again, they're not always there, and I think I talk about this later. But anyways, the demon is an elemental, okay? If it's an actual shape and form, and you could see it physically with your eye. Some you may actually physically see, depending on, the essence of it. So again, there is good, there is evil, and it's in the amount of energy and what it holds on to, what it feeds to. That's what really sets the tone and the energy and vibration. But so, I forgot what I was thinking about. So, in essence, what a demon really has been paraded through the years, and, maybe some people don't know, maybe some people don't care, they don't care to tell you the truth, or they don't know, but an elemental is what it is, and it will give you an image, and it's usually the same image. You'll hear it in multiple stories, and they will look like scale, or red or black, darker colors. Usually they will have horns, they will have teeth, they will look all sorts of things, and they can, change their shape and so on. And these elementals is what I call them, because they're a different wide variety, and they do start as energy form, down here, and then they affect up here. And they affect you mind, body, and soul. And I believe this is more widespread than people think. Because when you're out of alignment with your body, you are naturally prone to, and I talk about it later, I should just get to it, but you sort of like sponge, okay? You sort of do a sponge and absorb these things or pick them up along the way without being consciously aware of them or not. And sometimes they stay and sometimes they go. But okay, let's continue here. So in some instances of possession, and when you have exorcism, like they show you on TV, like it's a mix of different things. And hold on, that's what it was. Elementals can parade as spirits or act in certain ways spirits do, because they are able to manipulate energy, and that is what the elementals do. They are able to change and transform energy, just as a human being is able to do that, because we are all energetic beings and we do not die. So you cannot kill a demon. You cannot kill your energy. It does not die. It can only be transformed. We can always transform.